I'm having a conversation with my cat. Hello, and welcome to the Dark Moon Message. Trying to adjust the camera so you can see more of me and less of my shiny face. But anyway, here's my little FIT, familiar in training. Although one could say that he's been in training for almost 14 years, I think I'm the one in training. Well, I had a really interesting conversation with my dentist. My new dentist, my regular dentist, was away, and she said something to me that got me to thinking. But I'll share what she said after I make a few words. I'm freshly back from this year's Sacred Space and Between the Worlds. As usual, it was a rollicking good time. It wore me out. We had some entries. I did workshops. Um, our entire order performed the healing water healing ritual, which is a project that we're initiating uh, to help encourage people to do water healing rituals in their areas, in their home areas. Oh, sorry, it was not of interest to you. So we also, I got to introduce some of my body wisdom work. Um, I suppose people were expecting me to come out there and do, some exercises or whatever, but that wasn't, that's not the work I'm talking about. I'm talking about basically the motivation of why we should listen more to our bodies than to our minds, because our minds have been supplemented with so much socialization and misinformation and propaganda, and that we and then of course the oppressive litanies of patriarchy, white supremacy, and capitalism, that we are habituating and creating jointly a culture that doesn't feed us. And so we need to do something different. And my portent is that we need to, like Wendy Palmer always said, listen to your body, let your mind be the student and your body be the teacher. And I was motivating some of that, and then took folks through a few exercises to give them a taste of what it would be like if we were in fact in more alignment with mind and body, and spirit. Um, so that was a good workshop. I think so. Um, Judging by the response of the people there. Several of our people also were active. Angela Raincatcher, the one that does the full moon meditation, she led a ritual around her animal oracle deck, which she's doing a Kickstarter for, which is now already 100% funded. But now she's making other offers, including doing a dance. I heard. um, and of course, and Angela, as you may know, is the head of our Artists Guild, and then the head of our Healers Guild, Adam Mirman, the acupuncturist um, and other healing modality practitioner. He helped anchor the healing room, which is a very good work. I'm so proud of both of them. And then all the rest of the members of the order and our students were fully in present and enjoying themselves at the conference. So it was a really good conference, and I got to see a lot of good old friends. So that was good. But back to what my dentist said to me, it got me to thinking about what it is that we owe the rest of the planet, right? Because I often talk about reciprocity, that the basic form of reciprocity is that we give the animal, we give the plant kingdoms carbon dioxide, and the plant kingdom gives us oxygen. And I say that's reciprocity. That's one of the laws of nature. But quite frankly, nature doesn't need humans for that reciprocity. They can get all of the carbon dioxide they need from the other animals, our kinfolk that we sometimes forget about. They provide carbon dioxide just fine. And they apparently have no problem providing that quantity, and without increasing the amount of carbon dioxide, worldwide. And so it made me start to think about what does it, what makes humanity something that this world needs. Like, why does this world need us? Like, it is so clear that we need the world, right? That we should know that by now, right? We need the plant kingdom, we need the animal kingdom, we need the mineral kingdoms, we need the water kingdoms. We need all of these um, natural living beings and landscapes for our support, but do they need us? So that's an interesting question. Like, I was thinking it through and it dawned on me, well, what they need from us is pretty clear, is what they need from everyone. And that is for us to manage our consumption and our waste, right? That's something that they need from us. But we do neither of those very well. So hmm, they don't need us to supply carbon dioxide because they're allowed to other species that can do it. We don't manage our consumption nor our waste. We encroach on their territories and their environments and often make uh, wildly inappropriate interventions into the natural world, which causes catastrophic um, environmental damage. I was just mentioning, you know, everything that we brought, say, for example, from Europe to this country has invaded and killed off things that were in fact keeping our environment in symbiosis, in an environment that things sort of moved in concert with each other as according to needs and environmental changes, which are always happening. That's why we become so hardy, so that we learned how to adapt to different environmental changes, just like every other animal on this planet. So it is kind of interesting, right? It's like, yeah. And then at the same time, it's kind of humbling and it's kind of problematic when you think of it that way, because we'd like to think that we contribute something of meaning. Um, we used to say, and I know I've said it, that part of our job is the symbol creation, that we represent the portion of the planet's, higher consciousness, say, for example. Um, but I don't know that another species couldn't just evolve to fulfill that symbol creation that is necessary for the population of the collective unconscious. I don't know that we're needed to do that. Um, Often, animals will come to us to seek help. Like you see all those things where birds are trapped. The small birds, the baby birds are trapped, and a bird will go to a human and say, "Please help me." In bird language, and we follow, and we're like, "Oh my goodness, baby birds," and we'll rescue them. And so there's something about nature that knows that we have a little bit more dexterity and therefore can provide some needed services. But at the same time, it's not like these birds or these baby raccoons or whatever these other small animals are being caught in natural things. They're being caught in man-made things. So it's sort of like, yeah, we can rescue from the things we built. 'Cause we're the ones who built them. So yeah, so I'm having a hard time sort of like trying to conceptualize that. And at the same time, I think about, well, we have been really good at like helping animals when they're in distress in large areas, like saving from oil spills. Oh yeah, we spilled the oil. Um, oh yeah, saving when whales get beached. We have to get them back out to sea because they were turned around by, oh yeah, our sonar. Um, we help rescue animals caught in fence. Okay, okay. Again, it's all about what we've done that's made it difficult for these animals to just be where they are and what they're doing. And so we have to really think about that. It's like, yeah, we do a lot of that rescue stuff, but it's because of what we've created that's made it hard for them to utilize their own regular methods of finding a way through and around and under things. And so it brings me back to what my dentist said to me, which was revelatory. And what she said when I mentioned that one of the reasons why it's difficult for me to floss was because I got tired of seeing blood on the floss because I have some bridges and things that it's difficult to floss in. And she turned to me and very politely said, "Well, Katrina, you don't have to floss all your teeth. You only need to floss the ones you want to keep." And I sat there for a moment, kind of stunned, and then I started laughing. And I said, "That was brilliant. That was really, really brilliant. You don't have to take care, all of them, just the ones you want to keep." And then it dawned on me, wow. Because, we are the only ones that can make a difference and undo the damage that we've done. We're the only ones that can actually make a way for those that survive our outrageous ideas of what is progress. We are the ones that can undo what we've done. And we're the only ones who can do that. And that is why the planet needs us. Because we don't have to save all the worlds, just the one we want to keep. Thank you.